Okay, they're already here. So we can start the game. All players are here, we can start when we're ready. They should go by now. Alright, we're going in. So, whoops. There was something on Facebook. Okay, so welcome everybody here to the second game here, second game of the first day of the RGN League, and this is the second game, which is gonna be Rattlesnake against Risingstars, both RS. And as for the previous game, well, it was Zenith against I have short-term memory. Mythtrust. So Zenith apparently won that game, and as for the game now, it's gonna be Rattlesnake against Risingstars. So both these China teams, and we're looking to see because they debuted around the same time, although they were made up of veteran players. So they have made some small and good achievements these few days, and so we're just gonna wait for and see what they're gonna bring into us. So right now, Risingstars against Rattlesnake Gaming. The game starts now. Good day to all of you guys, and hope you guys enjoy the stream.
Dire team ban.
So they took out the Nyx Assassin as well as the Lifestealer right off the bat. Okay, so the usual bans so far. The usual bans so far. And well, I wonder what they want to pick
10 seconds remaining.
Hold on.
Dire team ban. Radiant team pick.
Rattle trap.
Alright.
Dire team pick.
So we will just have a look at the bans right now. I was doing some admin stuff just a minute ago, and now I'm back. So Lifestealer, Bad Rider, Nyx Assassin, and Doxier being picked off right off the bat. So usual bans, and Doxier a little bit uncommon being banned out on the first phase, but right now it's being picked up. Stripped off the pole on the first phase. And Rattlesnake picking up Rattle Trap.
Radiant team pick.
Okay, so Risingstars just they picked up the Shadow Demon as well as the Magnus. On the other hand, Rattlesnake Gaming, Rattlesnake picks up Rattle Trap. So
Keeper of the light.
Dire team.
I have seen several teams pick up Clockwork first, and well, I'm not sure why, but maybe it's the cogs are really. The cogs is maybe what a lot of people the cogs is what really attracts people somehow. And as for the Shadow Demon and Magnus, well, they're usual pickups. But the Shrek keep off the light.
5 seconds
I get the feeling
remaining.
that they might be thinking of picking up the Shrek for pushing, and mainly the second reason might be because that they're thinking that Risingstars might be picking up the Shrek as well. So it's sort of a block pick. But on the other hand, the Risingstars get Lone Druid, which I think that it's very important right now in the metagame that someone takes up the Lone Druid, because Lone Druid has a really strong pushing power. It's just way too strong for a lot of the heroes to stop in the early game. So once you have 4 points up in that barrier, it's just it's really very difficult to stop that, unless you shut him down really hard in the early game and still manage to win the game. It's just really hard. Lone Druid is just so overpowered right now. But it depends on which team is using it and how your gameplay is going to be like. If you fail all the lanes, and Lone Druid is not going to carry the early game alone. So if you have a lone druid and the rest of the lanes are winning, you're definitely gonna lose the game. Unless the opponent team does a huge mistake that the lone druid fails. But oh well, we're gonna see how this game goes, because right now I'm just gonna give the upper hand to Risingstars, mainly because of the
10
lone druid.
seconds remaining.
But to keep up the light on the other hand, on the Rattlesnake is really very good.
Remaining.
And the distract is good for pushing as well. So we're gonna see a push strat against a push strat. Except that Risingstars is more aggressive because of that Magnus and Shadow Demon. So Alchemist, Weaver, Lina, and so is Gyrocopter being banned out. Anti-Mage, speed banning right now.
Dire team ban.
So they both of these teams know what to ban and know what to pick up. Anti-Mage. So Risingstars really thinking really carefully about what they want to ban now. PL.
Radiant team
Because the Phantom Lancer and the Keep of Light is really very irritating.
Chaos Knight.
Dire team pick.
Chaos Knight. So they Rattlesnake picked up the Chaos Knight instead of without the Wisp. Chaos Knight is by far really strong when you go with Keep of the Light, because he has low mana and his stun is just superb in the early game. So with the Keep of the Light going along with him, he has unlimited mana.
Remaining. 5 seconds.
He has unlimited mana to spam up his stun, and the strike being there, once the stun lands, you follow up with another stun as well as some raping to go along with it. And the squishy heroes are more likely going to die in the early game, like straight away. So how is Risingstars going to react to this? Just wonder how. I'm just going to look at what they're going to pick up next. Wisp. Okay, Risingstars are well known for their Wisp, so they're just going to pick up the Wisp now. But I think that the Wisp might be a good block pick because of the Chaos Knight being picked up straight away. So you grab your signature hero along with blocking out the pick that the opponent might be wanting to pick. So if Rattlesnake picks up that Wisp, you can put a Leshrac onto solo mid, Chaos down the bottom lane or the top lane. You can go aggressively with the Keep of the Light. Keep of the Light is just so aggressive.
5 seconds.
You should just go aggressive with it.
Of
And they pick up a Queen of Pain right now
Dire
for their
team
solo mid. So that's gonna be their mid hero. So Rattlesnake has a really strong mid game right now because of that Chaos Knight. They have the Chaos Knight, they have the Clockwork, they have the Shrek, they have everything. They have everything they want in the mid game. And it's what they do in the mid game that results in what they have in the late game. So if they do well in the early to mid stage,
10 seconds
they're most probably
remaining.
going to win the late game, even though the Lone Druid is there. Because Lone Druid
5 seconds
loses
remaining.
its capabilities as a carry in the late game, because its main priority is to push and not to carry the game. So the longer you stall, the worse Lone Druid becomes. Speaking of that, we have a Juggernaut. So you guys stay tuned. The game is just going to start in a little bit, in just a little bit, just a few minutes. And we're still back in the picks because Chaos Knight hasn't picked up his hero yet. Alright, he picked it up and we'll jump ourselves into the game. So let's introduce the players right now. So on Rattlesnake's side, we have Lamb going up under the Shrek, Kabu on the Clockwork, Icy on the Queen of Pain going down the solo mid, Lore on the Chaos Knight, and lastly, what's his name? I can't see that carefully. Shall just use this. Sag M, more likely, on the Keep of the Light. And as for the Dire side, we have Super up on Wisp, Xiao on the Juggernaut as usual, the carry. Air on the Air will be handling the Magnus, XDD handling the Shadow Demon, and Mofi controlling both the bear as well as the main hero, as well as Lone Druid. So Lone Druid are not alone anymore because you have that bear. And we might see a clash right now on the top lane because, well, Rattlesnake is heading up on the top lane. Chaos Knight will see the Juggernaut here. So is the stun gonna land? He has the stun already put up, but the supports are there. But the Queen of Pain is here for some reason, maybe just following them for the 4-man gank. And Super is gonna take some damage here from the Shrek. And the missile's gonna fly here. And the missile's gonna fly out, so. Oh well. Kabu here still at base and should be heading out to his lane really soon. Don't tell me. No, the Queen of Pain is going down bottom lane.
Incoming!
That's actually really smart.
The battle begins.
And the missile's gonna come in. There's gonna be a clash right here. The spin comes in here, and the Terror stun is gonna land on the Keep of the Light. This might be first blood. Yes, this is first blood. First blood being drawn out from Super, but Super Sheltuchi is gonna take a lot of damage from here. The Terror is about to break. It breaks, and the Terror is relaxed again. And another kill here for Shadow Demon. The Dire side here claimed 2 kills right now. Rattlesnake, Lore, you better get away from this. The missile's gonna hit, but is it gonna be enough though? They keep on chasing, and the disruption is here. He doesn't have spin though. 5 seconds more, but he is trapped. The DPS is enough to kill him off, and the Shadow Demon gets the double kill from this fight. So 3-0 going the way of Risingstars. Very nice player coming out. So they got counter ganked. Rattlesnake got counter ganked from here. More like they went downwards, and well, more like XDD caught them out. So Risingstars did really well in this first fight. So they're gonna have the upper hand as the supports are already level 2. So we're gonna see how this gameplay is gonna go up. Meanwhile, on the mid lane, I was thinking that Rattlesnake was very good for switching up the Queen of Pain to the bottom lane against the Lone Druid, because a Queen of Pain can win the lane against a Lone Druid based on last hitting. But as for the Clockwork, well, any hero loses to literally any hero will lose out to the Lone Druid. Melee hero will lose out to the Lone Druid on the solo 1v1, except for Slug. Slug will live. Because of the Dark Pack. He might take a lot of damage in the early game, but as he has the Dark Pack, that Entangle is not going to be as useful as against the other heroes because of that Dark Pack. It's just way too imba. The Dark Pack is just so good. It disables everything. So, well, any debuffs you have on your side, any slow is gone. Slow is gone. It cleans the cells. Something like it's like a cleaner. It's like a washing machine. You clean everything. A slightly failed pull here from Risingstars from Super. A little bit too late. But on the mid lane, exactly the same last hits and denies. 7-7-3. And well, 8-3 now. So Lamb a little bit out of position here. They're going to start chasing for an XDD. The disruption is going to come out in just a little bit. The disruption comes out. The status stun is going to come in. And there the Soul Catcher, he's trapped in. And Magnus comes in here to clean up the mess. The Shrek gets picked off here. 4-0 now going the way of Risingstars. Very good early gameplay here. The setup is just nice. It's perfect. Meanwhile, Rattlesnake here on the bottom lane still trying to farm up. Decided not to go back onto the top lane because it's just way too hard. Decides to just stay down here in the bottom lane and start farming up. With the Queen of Pain along. Queen of Pain already level 4. You know, on the top lane here, someone else gonna get caught out again. Body block, but it's failed slightly. But Juggernaut, he turns in here for the spin. He's gonna get another kill here. And well, a little bit too greedy here on the Keep of the Light side because he turns back for the Illuminate, but it was a mistake. He should have just backed off. Anyway, the Juggernaut had boots, so he's gonna chase up to the Keep of the Light no matter what, even though he's on a horse. So a man on 2 legs is still faster than a horse without a boots. Keep a note.
Players here.
Clockwork, well, they're pretty much even on the mid lane here. So Air and Kabu just trade some hits and start last hitting here and there, so they're gonna do fine. Meanwhile, the Shrek comes in here and there's the cock. Very nice cock here. Air doesn't have enough mana here for any skewer here, so he's gonna get killed off. Lamb throws up the stun. Kabu here finishes up the mess, and he's gonna get killed on Magnus. And finally, 1 kill here for Rattlesnake. They got the first kill of the game. In the game for their team. Mofi here going for 4 for 2. Well, seems like even though you have the bear, it's still very irritating to go up against the Queen of Pain with the Shadow Strike. he could just
Radiant's
walk
top
over,
tower
Shadow
is
Strike,
under
and
attack.
just back off because the poison is just gonna eat into you once after some time. But the top tower here, they're just gonna start pushing it because Xiaotuji, he has levels, he has farm, he already has phase boots, and they're just gonna start pushing the Sage Creep here. He turns on the ward, and he's just gonna start pushing in. He's gonna tank up a little bit here. He has the heal from the Wisp. He has the heal from the ward, so he's doing
Radiant
fine.
structures are fortified.
They know the lone druid is there. He's gonna catch someone out. Law, he's just there. If the stun throws out, he's gonna get killed. Mofi. Once IC gives the sign
Radiant's top
that he
tower
sees
is
them,
under
he's just
attack.
gonna back off because Mofi, he senses danger. He's walking in way deep into the jungle. But if they know he's there, he's gonna get killed. The bear here is just gonna pull off some weight. Patience here from Rattlesnake. They see the bear, but they
Dyer's
don't
bottom
see him.
tower is under
Well,
attack.
Mofi, your senses was right. They are there. So, but too bad. Meanwhile, you back off. They're claiming the tower. You're gonna get some levels, but as soon as they see the bear hit, they're gonna know where you are. So you better not hit with your bear.
Dyer's structures are fortified.
Oh, so they know. Do they know that?
Dyer's
Or the
bottom
damage?
tower
Well,
is
are
under
they gonna
attack.
go for it? Are they gonna tank for this? They should probably start tanking up. Take turns to start tanking, and there's the edict coming out. But the deny, no, he's not gonna get denied.
Dyer's bottom
So
tower
the
has
tower,
fallen.
they've already lost one tower right now, and it's only 5 minutes into the game. So the first tower is being claimed by Rattlesnake. So the push power coming up from the strike is just too much for that. Queen of Pain already up on Trez and 28 last hits, doing well in the lane. Chaos Knight, meanwhile, as a carry, 11 last hits is just not enough. You gotta get some last hits, bro. You gotta find somewhere else and get some last hits. Juggernaut, on the other hand, 29 last hits on the aggressive lane with 1 kill and 3 assists. That's a lot of gold. Already level 6, he has that Omni Slash already, so he could just dive in towers. Turns on the ward again, and they're gonna claim the first tier 1 tower in this wave, definitely. Because here comes in, Shadow Demon just comes in here aggressively, and he almost catches out the Keep of the Light. And the ping coming out, wondering why they did not. No, the ping was up from the Keep of the Light. So the tier 1 tower being claimed here from both teams. Well, the Radiant side claimed 1, and now the Dire side claims 1 as well. Kabu here on the mid lane, going to max out that missile first. So it's going for that ultimate harassment and shooting, global shooting range. It's so important. So you can see now here from the Keep of the Light, the defending power of the Keep of the Light just blasts the whole wave off, and so much damage just comes in like that.
Tonight.
So Juggernaut just stays up on the top lane and just repeatedly pressure the lane, and they have no choice but to keep someone at top, and it's gonna be a 4v4 on the other lanes as well. But Air here already on level 7
Radiant's bottom
has
tower
his
is under
RP,
attack.
has that skewer, has a shockwave, so much damage coming out. He could just Risingstars really have that team fight potential. Has a higher team fight potential lineup. They're really a team fight-ish type of team. Because mainly the Magnus being there is just so important. Because once the Magnus RPs, that's just everything. Like if he lands a very nice RP on everyone, and pretty much everyone's dead. But the problem is Risingstars, do they have enough burst damage to kill them off while the RP is being thrown out? That's the problem. I'm still not sure yet, but when I look at Risingstars lineup, they don't have that strong. They have very good team fight, higher team fight potential. How am I gonna say this? Risingstars has that Magnus for team fight initiation, and Risingstars has the Clockwork. But the Clockwork just isolates one person out, and I wonder how they're gonna effectively use the Queen of Pain's ultimate for that. Like, you want a Queen of Pain ultimate to be extremely powerful and useful and maximize its potential, you have to have something to set that up. And without that, you have to just plainly use it on probably 1 or 2 heroes instead of like using it in an AoE of everything. So back to the Keep of the Light. Well, he has his support items and should be getting some more soon. The support should be item deprived, and as well the smoke's being thrown out here. Keep Chaos Knight in a little bit of trouble. There's the disruption coming out. Disruption comes out. The Soul Catcher. The tether comes in, and you're not able to stun this. The Soul Catcher is amplifying the damage by so much, and you have to back off. You just have to back off up there. You can't go in for the kill anymore. Chaos Knight gets picked off there. So even though the Clockwork TP's in, it's just not gonna be enough.
Rock it on.
I see. Level 8. and Lone Druid already level 6. So the Lone Druid is actually having decent farm because the bear, well, the bear, no, he doesn't have boots. He's not having decent farm at all. But he is gonna have boots now. Is he? Get the boots, man. Get the boots. Yeah. No. What? Why? You could get boots from the secret shop, and you have to just use up the career. Wonder why? Well, Shadow Demon here gets picked off.
I keep my enemies close, and their corpses.
So apparently everyone's getting picked off here one by one.
Tower is under
As I can notice, like one person gets picked off and they back off and start farming again. But meanwhile, on the top of the list right now is Queen of Pain with the last hits because she's been farming really well on the bottom lane, and she's going for BKB straight away. With that Ogre Club on her pocket now. On that stash, she's definitely going for BKB and not Aghanim Scepter. People nowadays playing the Queen of Pain go for BKB instead of Aghanim Scepter. And maybe something else. But on the bottom lane here, there's going to be some clash right here. Chaos Knight just got picked off, and they're going to chase for it. Xiao2G, IC comes in, one more hit here, one more right click here on IO, and is he able to get away? He hides somewhere and then tethers away for this, and Lamb, the lightning is going to kill him off. Bad idea then. IC comes in, the RP nearly lands, he cancels the animation, very nice here. And where's the disruption coming out? The disruption isn't going to come out though. IC, no, he's going to back away. They're just going to back away. They decided not to risk that RP. Because that blink or something, maybe. So he spins down the middle lane just to get some last hits and should be backing off now. Go back to base, get your drums and stuff, and hit back into the lane to start killing people. As a Juggernaut, you have to be really... Juggernaut is not really seen as a hard carry by a lot of people. In fact, that's the truth. You shouldn't be seeing Juggernaut as a really hard carry. You should just farm up a little bit and start killing and start pushing. Because if you just go farming, go as a farming Juggernaut, it's not gonna work. And Relocate comes in here from the dire side. He's gonna come in on Rattlesnake's side, but too bad he's not gonna get away. Wistia getting caught right there. The stun comes in, Super gets caught out, and meanwhile the Keep of Light goes down as well. So very nice counter reaction here. So they pick up one support from each side, but too bad. Well, right now Lone Druid is on the mid lane, and as well as Magnus does have that RP though, very close to his Blink Dagger. They're gonna start pushing down the tier 1 tower. Turns on that Battle Cry, is gonna start raping the tower here with that Demolish. Damage is just so much here coming out. Well, Cog's not gonna be enough though. The poison lands, and that's not the real Chaos Knight, man.
Incoming.
Last year from Keep of Light. Tower here on 800 damage, on 800 HP. So, well, it depends on what Risingstars is going to do. Are they going to start gathering up, and are they going to smoke up, gather up, and start pushing, or are they just going to turn back and turtle for a little bit more? Xiao2G already has his drums and has phase boots, and meanwhile the bear should have his phase boots by now. Yeah, he does have his phase boots. The bear does have his phase boots, and Chaos Knight still farming up. Has that phase boots. Okay, we rarely see a Chaos Knight go for phase boots, but I think it's something different today. Maybe he wanted to go for more movement speed as well as damage, raw damage instead of stats. Maybe. But meanwhile, Queen of Pain still on the way to that BKB. 700 gold, 900 plus 2,200 more gold to her BKB. Meanwhile, Juggernaut, I wonder what he's gonna go for next. Maybe Aghanim Scepter, maybe Manta style. It's gonna be different. Risingstars is gonna push down his tier 1 tower here. They want it. They have to claim towers with the Lone Druid. If not, Lone Druid just loses its effectiveness if you don't push. Whoa. The RP coming in, gonna land on 2 heroes here, but Queen of Pain is gonna get picked off somewhere else. But Law, you're the next person to get picked off. XDD in really low health here, but a Cox is gonna save his life. The Hook is gonna miss there, but well, the disruption is gonna come out here, but the Lightning is gonna pick off the Shadow Demon. Very nice chain lightning there. The Bear is on low health, Air is on low health as well. Is the stun gonna land? No. Lamb, you're in trouble. If you run in there, he's gonna get trapped. He's trapped out. He's unable to get away here. But too bad the ward goes down, so it's gonna be kind of hard for them to push. But the bear is only on 1,000 health. He can tank it up. Meanwhile, all their heroes can just tank it up the towers. The tower's gonna go down. Lone Druid claims the last hit, and they gain more gold. They gain more kills. They gain more gold. They won the fight. Meanwhile, Keep of the Light still on the mid lane trying to farm up. He has 1,000 gold in his pocket. Ward, mech. Go for mechanism, man. Your team needs a mech. Unless some other. Nope. Kabu should be going for that Hooded Defiance as usual. As a clockwork. So Lone Druid now gathering on the mid lane. They won that tower. They come in. The disruptions coming in. The spin comes in on low as well. But the bear is still hitting creeps for some reason. He returns the bear, but nope. So they're just gonna back off there. So a little bit of miss micro there coming out. And there, the tether. This is kind of irritating. I just can't find the heroes when I need them. So Clockwork is being smoked up, looking to hook shot in on someone. Maybe should most probably be the Wisp. You should keep an eye on this. The Wisp is just there. It's headed onto the bear, but the tower is gonna go down really quickly if you don't contest this. And they are not gonna contest it. The tower is gonna go down. The missile's gonna pop off, and they do spot the Clockwork. It's their choice though whether they want to keep going, because Magnus already has his Blink Dagger and only 10 seconds more to his RP, and they decided not to. They're gonna go for Icy. Icy, better look to TP away before everyone gets there and starts killing him off. Juggernaut on the other hand, 2k, 2.1k. I'm still unsure of what he wants to go for, but I'm pretty sure it's probably something that could boost his DPS, or maybe should be an Aghanim Scepter most probably. I really love the Aghanim Scepter on the Juggernaut. It's just so much damage coming out and more jumps and everything. But on the other hand, it's still good to get something like a Manta style or something that could boost your damage potential as Juggernaut in the mid game. Something cheap that could give you stats and boost your attack speed and boost damage is good. So the Roshan here is gonna go down. They're aware of this. Clockwork throws off the missile, and they're taking the risk there. They're just gonna stay there and hit the Roshan. Even though it's taking a long time for them, this is gonna take about another 20 to 30 seconds for this. And they are still staying there. And there's the Caudal Blast coming out. Blast is just gonna land on the bear though. But they have to go in for this, and the Phantasm coming out. There's the hook shot coming in. They're all getting trapped there. And well, the ultimate here coming out. There was the setup coming out. Kabu, too bad. You're gonna take a lot of damage here from Roshan. Roshan is just hitting you for some reason. Meanwhile, Icy, you're in trouble here. You're not gonna hit anything, but the Roshan is gonna go down. They're gonna snatch for the Aegis. The Shrek picks up the Aegis now, and he dies here. But he does have the Aegis. Rattlesnake, Law, you're gonna go down. Icy, you're gonna go down as well. Double kill here for Xiaotuji. Lamb, you're in the middle of some trouble here. Risingstars just try to pick up the Roshan, but in the end it goes in the way of Rattlesnake. Rattlesnake spins. He's gonna get picked off. Triple kill here with low health coming out. Law, he bought back. He's coming in for the fight. No, he just backs off there. So Risingstars did the job, and Rattlesnake cleans up the job by claiming the Roshan as well as the Aegis. So they did something productive, and if we look at a gold graph, well, it's going the way of Risingstars by 4k, nearly 4k, and actual EXP is nearly 1.5, about there. So it's Risingstars is winning this. They win in terms of kills, they win in terms of towers. Well, so far Rattlesnake has only claimed one tower here from Risingstars. Risingstars should probably do something about this, and they're about to claim the second one though. On the mid lane, the blast comes out here, and well, the disruption comes out. And if something lands here, well, the skewer is gonna throw him back. Where's the blink? The blink comes out, but it's not. If the entangle lands, it's gonna be GG for her. But the whiffs, a lot of burst damage coming out. You should be careful of yourself. You're gonna die, man. You have to have someone deny you straight away, or you're just gonna eat at something. Well, he does have the urn. He's gonna save himself from this. So recall here coming out, and there's the hook coming out on the Wisp. Really nice hook, but the tether is not going to pull him up from there. The disruption is going to save his life. The stun is not going to latch. He spins, and the very nice RP here landing on 3 heroes. They're going to kill all 3 of them here. Double kill and killing spree here for Air. Double kill for the Juggernaut. Triple kill. Double kill here for the Shadow Demon, I mean. And triple kill here for the Shadow Demon as well. Double kill, triple kill here. He got it. He has a lot of gold now. 1,000. He can buy whatever he wants. Meanwhile, Juggernaut didn't get a kill though, but I was expecting he did. And indeed, he went for the Perseverance as well, the Yasha now. So Perseverance maybe for the HP and mana regeneration, and well, Yasha is there for the damage. So far, Rising Stars, they are really rising on the edge right now. They have the advantage. They claim towers. They got kills. They have everything they wanted. So based on net worth, we can see ourselves the top 3 are actually heroes from Rising Stars. They're winning, and the top of Rattlesnake is actually Icy, which is 2 times lesser than Xiao So indeed, I can say that Xiao that Rising Stars is in trouble right now. Kabu still has that invis rune, but they're not gonna spot him though. But Lamb taking a lot of damage here from that Omni Slash. Juggernaut picks up the track. He's moving in. Icy gets away. And Super, you're gonna live. Oh my god, you're gonna live through this fight. Kabu, no, he's not gonna live through that. He's gonna get picked off. And Chaos Knight goes down as well. Lone Dray picks him up. They're really on low health right here. Mofi on really low health. He gets hooked up. He's gonna get picked off. And there he comes in. Xiao Tuji really on low health as well. 200 HP and Air on 300. So are they gonna keep chasing up? Icy still has that blink and scream. Shadow Demon picks up the Queen of Pain. XDD, you're on really low health as well. Everyone here is in fact on low health, and they're not sure who they want to go for. Being really indecisive right now. Kabu, you're gonna get picked up if you do that. He's gonna TP away. The Mag is gonna save his life for a little bit. Yes, it does save his life. Meanwhile, Lamb here is getting some last hits here over the creep. So Air, well, that team fight really went in the way of Rising Stars. They lose alone. I mean, like, somehow Rising Stars won that because Chaos Knight went down, if I'm not wrong. 174. He went down just now. So somehow the Chaos Knight strat isn't doing really well. And Shadow Demon, so much money from that triple kill and that kills on top that he could actually buy a Blink Dagger.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And the top tower gets claimed here from Rising Stars. Mechanism up on Keep of the Light. The Strike has literally he has Arcane Boots, he has Urn of Shadows. Kabu here is still on the way to his Sword of Defiance, I suppose, but or maybe just getting a cloak there. Magnus on the way to his BKB. So everyone here on the Radiant side does have his items. Karuchi is still bent on getting his Battle Fury. So he has a Yasha for extra attack speed and movement speed, and that Claymore is just there for that combination that transition to Battle Fury. In fact, let's track now. Farming up on some ancient, on some neutral creeps. I just saw that I didn't spot that relocate, but kills off the Chaos Knight. So it's kind of bad news right now for Rising Stars because they're getting picked off one by one. Everyone's getting picked off one by one. It's kind of bad though. So Icy, you're still on the way to this BKB. I guess BKB is really important in this game because everything relies on the BKB except for the Lone Ridge and Tangle, which goes through BKB and Clockwork's Cog. Nothing else does. So I think that having the BKB is really important, but Xiao Tuji, he's not gonna really care. The courier's flying out. It's probably having his Battle Fury is on the way. Well, they're just gonna TP down the middle lane. They don't want to lose any towers here. They really don't want to give any advantage to Rattlesnake, so they're just gonna deny this after this clash. Gold and EXP bar about the same advantage type, 7.5k above 7.5k. But I'm actually shocked by the way that Rattlesnakes are not working out the lanes, because Chaos Knight is, in my opinion, Chaos Knight has rotation here on the top lane. Well, XDD taking a lot of damage from this. Kabu calls him up, but is it gonna be enough? Yes, his Clockwork gets picked off. My throat is dry, damn it. I'm gonna have a sip of water. So he gets picked off. And right now, well, Super, you're in a little bit of trouble here. Where's the rift? So once he rifts you in, you're in trouble here. You need to tether to something now, or you're gonna die. Yeah, he tethers to the creep. Meanwhile, Juggernaut is still here. He's not gonna turn back to fight. smoke up here on the Dire side. They're just gonna walk down to the bottom lane. This is the only tier 2 tower left, so they just want to pick this up and start pushing into the tier 3s. And right now you're in trouble here. The Blink Dagger here comes in from Shadow Demon Lore. He phantasms out of his way, but they know which one's the real one. He's gonna get picked off. The Skewer kills him off. Mega kill here for Air. And they're just gonna start pushing down this tier 2 tower. It's gonna take a lot of damage from the bear to demolish, plus the tether and overcharge. This is just way too much for the tower to handle. And it's going down just in a matter of seconds. XDD, you're still out there. He has the Blink Dagger though to initiate. And the net worth of all the 4 heroes, even Shadow Demon's above them to keep up the light as well, the Queen of Pain. He comes in with the overcharge again, and there's the bear going in. He blinks in, he disrupts someone else, and the hook lands on 3 heroes there, and you're just gonna get killed there, Kabu inside. You're raping yourself. The ultimate comes up here. XDD left with really little health. The Scream is not gonna reach. I see you're left with little HP, and now an Omni Slash kills him off. The tower is gonna go down. They claim for tier 3. Lore, you're still there, but the Rift comes in. You're gonna pick up Air. 4 seconds stun there, but is it gonna be enough though? Damage coming out from Shadow E, just way too much for Lore to handle. The crit is so high. He kills him off. Shadow Demon gets the kill. Wicked sick for him. And GG being caught out here from Rattlesnake. He disconnected. He rage quits. The RP here comes out, and it's just way too much for Rattlesnake to handle anymore. See both of them next week. It's just way too much for them to handle.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under it. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Dire's top tower.
So all the players disconnect, and this is the end of the game. This is just the best of 1. Like I want to repeat that because a lot of players are wondering how many games these teams are playing. It's actually just 1 game, and Risingstars triumphs over Rattlesnake. So, well, this is the end of the game, guys, and hope you guys enjoyed it.